Alright guys, I don't know if this audio is going to come through. If it does, badass. I'll give you a little bit of a commentary. If it doesn't, I do apologize. You're just going to have to look on and assume as I'm going around. But in honor and preparation of a new vintage and or retro vehicle showcase, this is going to be a brief representation of the vehicles that'll be available in said dealership owned by myself. These vehicles, everything you see here, none of them are duplicated. They are all individual vehicles. Starting off, we had some folks asking about trucks. So we do have a lot of the new F1s, whether that be the F1s, the F2s. Like I said, none of these are double spawn. You have three versions of each. For the F1 and the F2, you have the 4x4, you have one at the end there for an F2, you have an F1 there at the beginning. You have two deluxes, which is this corner one there and this one here, and then you have two standards with the F1 and F2 being these two middle ones here and here. Like I said, if you can't understand or hear my audio, I will be explaining this to everybody. At the corner here, we have some new items. The Gran Torino, got some Chevys, got Cadillacs, got real old shit. Still sticking with the Cadillac aesthetic, but Caddies, Dodges, it's probably one of my personal favorites. Now, not every vehicle has a rundown variant, but like this Dodge here, we do have kind of a rundown, ratted version of the same vehicle. We do have some newer-ish cars out of the variants, like this Z71, I believe Z71, Z28, my bad. Now every vehicle here, as you can see, I've had to squeeze a couple in here because I actually ran out of space up on the top floor here. But we've got variants, like we've got three versions of the Camaro. We've got, all of them are SS's, but the two here are 69s, I believe, if not 68s. The convertible is one model, the hardtop is another. We've got a 68. We've got, like I said, variants of middle-aged cars. The way that the purchasing is going to work, for those of you that are wondering how that's going to go, all vehicles start at a base of $90,000 and go up. Now that does not mean that every vehicle here is $90,000 and then you can purchase upwards. What this does, however, mean is that the cheapest vehicles that we will be selling out of this dealership is going to be $90,000. And most of these are going to be items like town cars, like these one, like this one here, or that one there. Most of these big cars, because they're classics, are going to be sold with their highest bid price. All of the vehicle prices that you see in here are all realistic. I took a couple hours to find what the average, not the highest and not the lowest, but what the most middle tiered price was that was available on auction as of late. We do have some rat rods for those of you that want stuff that isn't exactly in the middle. We do have a number of Woody styled vehicles where you've got the door panels. Once again, like I said, rats. Some vehicles do have multiple variants, like you may have seen just recently with the Ford here. We have a 4-door version here. We have a 2-door standard version here. Actually, I apologize, this is the deluxe. The standard is there at the end corner. And we have some larger vehicles, and a lot of these do have interior add-ons for boxes and stuff like that. Continuing with our trucks and items, most of our trucks probably will not be for sale depending on where our showroom is. If it's big enough to support them, we will sell these trucks. If not, most of these trucks are going to be things that you will see at showcases, car meets, or anything else, especially items like our law enforcement version of our Packard here. You may have seen the civilian version over there, but this does have working lights. No sirens, because of course it is a little too old. You guys do understand me, obviously. Have to keep some certain lineage. I know that most of you guys know that I like my old cruisers, but even I know when stuff is a little excessive, and I feel like even though the lights on this are really nice, I don't think it would be all that realistic. You might see that on patrol at one point. We've got standards, we've got tow trucks with lights that work. We've got Kenworths, we've got a standard and a fuel tanker. And then I know that a lot of you outside of the pickups wanted more truck style items. So we are continuing with Broncos just because they're the most abundant, but we do have a Silverado in here. We do have a couple vans, a couple trucks for the bigger versions of the C or the F1 back there. We have 3 variants of the Bronco. I believe we have like an XLT. No, they're all XLTs, my bad. There is a difference in these. I think that there's a year difference. I think one's an 83 and one is an 84. And then I think this last one might be a 90. I'm not too sure. You see it does have the rear mount. Again, more trucks for the F1 series. We do have bigger vans. And then my personal favorites are the Woodies. Probably this one being my favorite, that one being my secondary. I know that some of you were talking about the C10 custom that was in the game, so we do now have a standard version of the C10 with the box style cap for the roof, which is really nice. We do have 3 variants of the Volkswagen bus, or the V2s. Have the full camper, we have the pickup, and we have the standard. We have a couple more cars tucked in here because, again, like I said, I basically ran out of room. I thought I had one more car, that's why you'll see a space down there, but we do have some Dodges. Like I said, we have a lot of variants of a good number of vehicles, Cadillacs and otherwise. Yeah, Bonneville, we've got the new version of the 155. Some of you might have seen the old version of the 155 that was put in before. That is the new one. And then of course we do have a punch bug in the back corner here, unintentionally set up like Bumblebee, but yeah guys, this is gonna be it. I believe that there is a total of 52 vehicles in here. Everything you see here is the default, but we are going to be working on getting some of these in different colors when we pull them out in the showroom. They all have varying prices, but like I said, they do all start at about $90,000 and go upwards. I believe that the most expensive one that we sell is going to be about $950,000. I do believe that's items that are listed here in the left-hand corner, which, like I said, may or may not be sellable or purchasable, I should say. Depends on the situation, but plenty of vehicles here. Hopefully you guys like these. They are now active and available in the server. You can currently get them at the Luxury Autos for the moment, though those will be removed once the new vintage shop comes up, as it is intended to be our sole section for imports and exports. But with that being said, guys, that is everything that we have for the new retro and vintage collection. Hopefully you guys liked everything here. Hopefully we'll see some of you guys trying to purchase some of these in the near future. We are trying to make vehicles affordable within our area of expertise, while making sure that these retro and vintage vehicles are still treated with the love and respect that they deserve. It's the whole point behind this new means of purchasing old vehicles, is just to treat everything with the respect that it deserves. But with it being said, guys, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed everything. And this is going to be Community Manager Ridge, #1 dev around, signing off. Peace, guys.